Меня радует то, что снова есть выбор качества на стримах. А то был как-то период, когда его у меня отбирали. И меня это неимоверно печалило. Да, спасибо за рекламу, Twitch. Что я без тебя делал? Так, чат в окне в отдельном. И погнали. Может, я за сегодня все-таки игру-то закончу. Хотя квестов там еще куча висит непройденных. Куча. Да. Ах, точно, меня же игра выбила в прошлый раз, когда я зашел в таверну. Да-да-да-да-да. Мне же с проституткой надо было побазарить, и как только я ткнулся туда, прекращена работа программы. Да, вспомнил. Я все вспомнил. Но будем надеяться, что сейчас меня не выкинет. Вроде норм. Стоп. Выше? В смысле выше? Проститутки всегда здесь в подвале сидели. А, почему ты тут стоишь?
Hello, my darlings. What would you like then?
Конечно, ты страшная.
I was told that Captain Reuben liked you a lot, and that you spent a lot of time with him.
He's one of my regulars, it's true. He always asks for me. But it's because I'm the sweetest.
Does he confide in you?
Sorry, my dear. But what's between my clients and me is nobody's business.
Да неужели? Ха.
How about a change of scenery and a chance to work in a more luxurious environment?
Become a courtesan? But don't you need connections to get there?
I'm the legate of the congregation, and the governor's cousin. So?
Oh, I'm not stupid enough to miss such a chance. What do you want to know?
Dun, dun, dun.
Did Reuben tell you about his relationship with his men and his superiors?
Oh, yes. He's always complaining about it. He was hoping for a promotion. He wanted to be appointed fleet commander. But they only changed his ship. And the crew is nowhere near his level, and his admiral despises him. He says everyone is unfair towards him and doesn't recognize his talents, and it has turned him bitter.
Have you noticed him change lately?
Yes, he's become impatient and anxious. He has become suspicious too.
Did he tell you about his plans?
Like everyone else, he likes building castles in the air. He told me that he would soon be someone very important and very rich, and that he would marry me. But they all say that.
Thank you, Gretchen. I'm done.
Проследить после захода, да?
All that this young woman told us only confirms our suspicions. This man is a complete traitor. We should follow him after dark. We may be able to catch him in the act.
Стоять и ждать, сколько-то там часов. Ну, такой себе на самом деле. Блин, здесь нельзя подняться. Фак. И сколько мне ждать надо?
We can see everything from here.
А, окей. Ну чё, стелс так стелс. И ни у кого не вызывает подозрения тройка мужиков, которые на карачках ползут по улице. Я просто лутаю сундучки. Не обращайте на меня внимания. Как же это тупо. Даже стражи плевать. Да, конечно, тот факт, что НПЦ вообще никак не реагирует на твои действия, слегка меня забавит. Забавляет. Забавит нет такого слова.
Are your boots worn through? Is your hat out of style? Does your bed...
С чем я вообще на карачках ползу? Я же могу вот так спокойно идти. Патроны халявные. Хорошо. Ой, да неужели он побежал? Ну хотя бы. И куда же, интересно, он направляется, а?
Here he is, red-handed. The sellout. Shall we arrest him?
Посмотри, что положит.
We should first find out what he puts in the box. Let him finish. The way is clear. Now, let's take a look at this box.
Здравствуй, Мия, здравствуй.
The captain and his buyer should meet here at nightfall. This must be where the exchange will take place.
We should put this message back in its place. Nobody should know that we've read it. And we should warn the Admiral immediately. She'd want to know.
Let's go.
Все, я типа вернул, да, эту штуку? Окей, побежали сдавать этого товарища. Хранюсь на всякий пожарный, а то мало ли опять игра вылетит. А, ноябрь тоже тут. Здорово. Дратути. Мусия. Сам говорит, ненавидит аниме, но при этом здоровается анимешным смайликом. Двойные стандарты?
Sarday, what can I do for you?
Так, слежка.
We know a little more. Reuben continues to use the dead drop and has made an appointment with his buyer.
He has quite the nerve to continue using that box even though he knows you know about it.
He must have thought that we would not come back. The meeting is tonight. This could be a good time to get the proof we need. What do you think?
That's an excellent idea. I will come with you. I want to see this traitor fall with my own eyes.
Ладно, окей, возвращаемся теперь обратно. Она спринтом умеет бегать, я надеюсь? Умеет, слава яйцам.
Are your boots...
From this position, we'll be able to see the meeting discreetly.
Perfect. I can't wait to witness it. This traitor is going to find out exactly what it costs to make fun of us.
Men of the coin. Our greedy captain has gotten together with...
Вот ты ж...
Wretched traitor. How dare he sell us to lawless mercenaries?
Интересно, и кто же этот анонимный пользователь может быть, а? Мия, добро пожаловать. Ой, а ты не друг? Ага, сама подписалась. Ну, конечно, и пофиг то, что в чат мне написано, что анонимный пользователь подарил подписку.
Is everything all right, Admiral?
It's nothing. Sorry to have charged like that. I got carried away. I couldn't bear to see this traitor sell his whole family for a few coins.
Do you want us to tend to your wound?
No, I'll go back to port and get back on my feet. Find the documents. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you, the three of you.
In addition to a substantial sum, Reuben is also going to obtain a major post on the continent. He was ready to sell more than just his own knowledge. There are plans for machines and ships that he must have stolen from elsewhere. Everything is here. We'll give it to the Admiral tomorrow.
Зачем ждать завтра, если можно пойти и сдать сейчас?
Desarde, what can I do for you?
How are your wounds?
I recovered fast. It was nothing. Did you find the documents he intended to sell?
Yes, here they are. But there was more than just his journal.
So, he lusted after a prestigious position. And what a salary! I see that our secrets are still worth a fortune. Thank you for bringing me all this. As for you, Alba, I owe you an apology. I should have trusted you.
You have nothing to do with it. The captain did everything to make me appear guilty.
No. If we put the same trust in the volunteers as in the Seaborns, this would never have happened. We owe you a lot, Desarde. I will not forget it. Nor will I forget the lesson. Be sure of it. You have my full gratitude. Anything else?
Экспу дай.
I need to be going. Until we meet again, Admiral.
2200. За квесты на самом деле количество опыта мизерное по сравнению с тем, что ты получаешь за убийство врагов. Вот серьезно. Как-то это странно. Надо в Хикмет еще смотаться, да? Сделать этот квест. А здесь поговорить с Константином о святилище. Ну давайте с Костиком сначала побазарим. Все-таки раз уж я все равно здесь. А потом уже квест Пети пойдем сделаем. Эх, как хорошо, когда народ в чате общается между собой, а?
Lieutenant, I demand an explanation. Tell us what is going on. We haven't heard anything about Lord D'Orsay's condition in spite of our inquiries. We are extremely worried. And then all of a sudden one of his guards appears, shaken and on his own, though he is part of his retinue.
Please, allow me the chance to shed some light, my lady.
Your soldier is nothing more than a coward for abandoning his highness.
Tell me, what is going on?
This soldier has just reported in. He is asking for reinforcements. He believes that Lord Dorsey has been attacked.
He believes. He ran here without full knowledge of what happened firsthand.
I was sent on patrol far from the camp, but I heard screams from men and from beasts. I wanted to return to camp, but then I heard a deafening sound, grinding like a landslide. I thought then it would be best just to go and get help.
Thank you, Lieutenant. You are dismissed. I would like to have a discussion with this man alone.
Yes, sir.
My lady, could you lead these fine people into the hallway, if you would be so kind?
Certainly. I deplore this embarrassing turn of events, but know that you have my full support in all circumstances.
In the interest of avoiding a general panic, tell me precisely what happened back there.
Your cousin ordered us to escort him beyond the town limits. The islander convinced him to go on some journey.
By islander, do you mean the Denegad that came to treat his affliction?
Yes, a strange bird. Missing more than one feather, you ask me, sir. I was ordered to set up patrol along a small path, rather far from the rest of the company. I was told to protect our perimeter from anyone wandering along. According to the islander, it was the only access to their planned destination. I did my rounds for quite some time. Not a soul came along. But then I heard cries a ways off, and I went running to help. I heard an enormous crashing sound like an avalanche of rocks. So then I turned right back around.
And you ran all the way here? Do you know precisely where the company was when you heard these sounds?
No, not precisely. I hadn't gone there. But I could show you where I was posted. The islander said they were following the path, but he was quite a ways ahead when I lost sight of them.
Why didn't you go and look for yourself? To see if they had been buried by a rock slide?
What? Alone? What could I have done? It seemed of greater urgency to go and get help.
I'm still having trouble deciding if cowardice or intelligence got the best of you. But that's a question for your superiors. My cousin was quite weak. Do you know why he decided to follow the Denegad?
His Highness was feeling much better. The potions that he was drinking must have been potent. I mean to show no disrespect to His Highness, but that islander had the high ground in the War of Wits. I wasn't privy to their counsel. I haven't the beginning of an explanation for the expedition, but your cousin was all full of enthusiasm and ordered that we set out as quick as we could make ready.
That sounds like him. What sort of mess has he gotten himself into? Again?
I am sorry, sir, but I don't know anything else I could tell you.
Dismissed, soldier. Looks like I'm going on an expedition.
Thank you, sir.
Ну что ж, идем спасать братишку. Подожди, мне 3 квеста дали? 2. Поговори с этими чуваками и найти лагерь. Так, но сначала пойдем делать квест Пети. Петя, Петя, петушок. Почему их 3 здесь? 4. А, потому что с одним из этих надо поболтать чувачков. Ну, раз уж все равно по пути. Давайте сделаем это сначала. Блин, еще у тебя квест есть.
Karanz. Could you help me once more?
Да елки-палки.
I must prepare the ritual for our mother's funeral. And I think that I will need your help.
But your sister will be there. Surely you'd rather be together.
For the ritual, yes, it will only be the two of us. But before that, your support would be a great help. But finish what you are doing first. We will talk about it later. Anything else?
Сколько же у вас... Сердечки?
Do you have anyone? A friend, perhaps, whom you can talk to in this trying time?
I usually confide in my sister, but she's suffering too. And I think she resents me for not having been there when our mother needed me.
I know we've only known each other for a little while, but if you need someone to talk to, I'm here.
Thank you, Anal Manawi. You are a good person. And I'm glad that you are my friend. Anything else?
How did you know that those missionaries were lying? After all, given the situation, your mother could have wanted to form an alliance.
I knew my mother well. We were close. She would never have renounced her beliefs to forge an alliance.
I understand. However, couldn't she have renounced it in the hope of protecting her daughters?
Perhaps. But she knew us just as well as we knew her. And she knew that we'd rather die in battle than renounce our beliefs. Anything else?
Не.
I must leave you.
Я думал, квесты спутников уже закончились. Но нет, они продолжаются на протяжении реально, блин, всей игры. Они очень многоступенчатые. С одной стороны клево, с другой стороны, блин, раздражает. Когда ты думаешь, о, ну наконец-то, блин, я совсем закончил. А тут хлобысь, блин. И еще квест. И еще. Просто под конец меня вот эта беготня сейчас уже реально задолбала.
What brings you here, Anal Manawi?
Так, ты мой дружбан. Верховный король.
I seek Vinbar, your High King. I was told you were among the last to have seen him.
I do not know if that is true. Others most certainly crossed his path after me. But since you have helped our island, it is only right that I help you in return. The last time I saw him, we were in Dorhat Genedu. He wanted us to help him decide what we should do about you. You, the Renaigse. Dedra and Bladnid wanted us to spill blood and chase you from our land. Ulan's words were all honey, as is his talent, and wanted us to welcome you with open arms. I attempted, as is my wont, to follow the path of wisdom, that which winds between the others. Vinbar was not convinced by any of us. He decided to turn to a far greater source of wisdom. He left us to go to the sanctuary to see Anonmil Frictimen.
Would he still be there?
I do not think so. The Great Mind must have guided his footsteps in a direction beyond our understanding. But he would not have abandoned his people without first seeing his own one last time. You should go to Wenshavar. Maybe there they would know where you could find him.
Thank you, Dunkas.
Ладно, допустим. Это где? Ну, это почти по пути. Почти. Ладно, все. Делаем сначала дополнительные квесты. Блин. Резиденция. А потом уже занимаюсь сюжетами. Надо все же сначала вот с этим безобразием совсем закончить. Чтобы у меня не оставалось хвостов этих мелких. Да, у меня как бы еще висит дополнительный квест на поиски записок, на поиски костров, но мне реально сейчас влом уже бегать. Меня бегать не задолбало. Я неоднократно об этом говорил. Но я буду повторять это.
That a captain who took part in these expeditions is right here on the island.
It is indeed a stroke of luck. I hope he remembers my mother.
Do not worry. If his memory fails him, he may have kept his diary from that time.
Здорово, чудило.
Hello there. My name is Desade. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
I am Captain Lissandro. Pleased to meet you. I don't believe I've had the pleasure before. Yet your face seems familiar. How odd. Well, what can I do for you?
Admiral Cabral advised me to speak to you about a matter of some concern to me.
The Admiral? Coming from a legate, I should have expected that. So?
You are the only one on this island that can help me.
Really? Oh, I think I understand. That's why your face looked familiar. The congregation is good at keeping its secrets, isn't it? This story is not a new one.
25 years. 25 years since the Nauts brought a woman who was captured on this island to Serene.
I remember. And yet it wasn't the first time. But on that occasion, a child was born.
So you can understand why we'd like to learn where this captive came from.
Yes, yes. I have seen more than a few Nauts looking for their parents. But what have you got to do with all this?
I met that woman in Serene. I got to know her well.
Listen, it's not that I don't want to help you, but my memory is no longer what it was. I wasn't the captain at the time. I wasn't the one who decided where we moored the ship. So I don't see how I can help you find out where this woman came from.
From one captain to another, if you would allow me.
Captain Vasco? I'm listening.
You said it yourself. A child was born at that particular time. A seaborn. And we always help one of our own.
Very well. I need to look in my old logbooks. I'm sure I'll find something. Wait for me here. I'll be an hour at the most. Here it is. I found my old logbook. There's a passage in it that would probably interest you. Your mother came from a village on the plains in the southeast of the island. I'm talking about a place where the bones of the whale are visible from the coast. I believe the natives call it Vignamri.
Thank you for this information, Captain.
It's nothing. I'm getting sentimental in my old age. Good luck to you.
So here you are on the verge of discovering your mother's village, of finding your own people. How do you feel?
I don't really know. I'm a little lost, I suppose. All of this is so new to me.
I understand. Mrs. Desade was loving. She raised you with tenderness. And today you learn she is not your real mother. I'm sorry.
Все, закончили трындеж. Ой, чихнул, но я успел выключить микрофон. Я молодец. Вот, знаете, меня, когда болеешь, бесит больше всего две вещи. Вещь номер один — это больное горло. Вещь номер два — это насморк. Вот это вот просто меня вымораживает неимоверно. Итак, куда нам? Сюда нам. Если горло у меня прошло, то насморк, зараза, не проходит.
To what do I owe the pleasure of your visit?
А, я тебя помню, чудило. Ты меня обманул.
I
В
recently
самом
found
начале
out
игры.
that my mother came from your village.
Your mother was from Vignamri. Now I understand why your face seems so familiar to me.
Indeed. She was captured before my birth and sent to the continent.
She was called Arelwyn. Did you know her?
Of course. Everyone here remembers her kidnapping.
Could you tell me more about that?
I was not the head of the clan back then. It was a very long time ago, but I remember the village Denegad. Kidnapped by the people of the sea. All our warriors set off to her rescue. But it was all in vain. Most of them died, including the one she loved. It was a dark day, in which our village lost its knowledge and strength in one blow.
So my father died too. Do you know if any members of my family are still alive?
Yes, Slan, your mother's sister. She then became our Donegad. She was never able to match her sister's talent. Too much knowledge had been lost. Arelwyn was a renowned healer across all of Teofradi. Taking her place was not an easy task.
It's not surprising that she was of interest to the congregation. They probably hoped she could help them find a cure for the Malachor. But all alone, far from the island. She was just a young, frightened woman who had lost all her powers.
Do you know where I can find my aunt?
You could try her house, but she's rarely there. She is an elderly woman now, and very much enjoys her own company. She doesn't speak much to me. But others here can probably tell you where to find her.
Thank you, Ulan.
Anything else?
Nothing. I must...
Она, получается, тетка приходится нашему герою, правильно?
What do you think of the chief of your village?
He seems quite friendly compared to the others we've run into.
A bit too friendly, if you ask me. A little too concerned with pleasing the settlers.
And you think that's a bad thing?
He reminds me of myself when I was younger. And that's not a compliment. My fear is that he serves his own ambition. And this is often done at the expense of others. There's no one here. Let's go and ask the inhabitants of the village if they know anyone.
The islanders protect their Donegada. I don't know if they'll speak to some Renaigse.
Don't forget, you are one of them after all.
Hello.
Renaigse. Do you need help, Renaigse?
Actually, yes. I'm looking for the village Donegad.
Oh. And what do you want from her?
Ulan told me that she could help me to find someone.
Ulan must have wanted to play a dirty trick on you. There's no love lost between Ulan and the Donegad. She says that he loves the people from your island too much. But Ulan saved our village. Anyway, if you want to find her, try heading towards the western plains. I am not sure if she is there right now, but she likes going for walks there.
I'm extremely grateful.
Ну, далековато. Далековато. Хотя ладно, вообще-то не очень далеко. Я правильно вообще бегу? Я неправильно бегу, зараза. Надо было сразу так сделать, и все. Ачивку дали. По всей видимости, убить отравлением сколько там врагов. Ой, живучий.
There's a woman over there, surrounded by animals.
Как здорово, что я вовремя пришел.
Well, thank you for stepping in. I don't understand what has happened. Usually these animals accept me. Something must have frightened them.
We are glad we arrived at the right time. We would have been very upset if something had happened to you.
Excuse me, but are you Slan, the Denegad of Vignamri?
Yes, that's me. Were you looking for me?
Yes, we were. If you would allow us, we'd like to accompany you and tell our story along the way.
Very well. I will walk by your side.
Почему у него уши такие
This
большие?
is the story we have pieced together.
I just can't believe it. Yet, if I think about it, your face reminds me of hers.
My mother, or rather, the woman who raised me, gave me this necklace.
Arelwyn gave it to me, to give to her child, and I passed it on to Mrs. de Sade.
It looks familiar. Your father had given it to your mother when they bound. It's good that you are wearing it today. My poor beloved Arelwyn, who died far away from us all, and divorced Tirce. I still miss her so much.
She wanted me to help her die. But I was unable to do such a thing. Someone would have figured it out. I would have been sent back to Ptolemy, and I would have lost everything. So I watched her suffer. And one day she died.
Petrus, I cannot hold it against you for letting her live.
No, you don't understand. I loved her. I loved her, and I didn't even have the strength to end her suffering. She's the only woman I've ever loved.
I never would have guessed.
Everyone loved Arelwyn. She was marvelous. You cannot blame yourself, man of the light. What's more, you brought me her child. For that alone, she would forgive you if she were among us. All is well now. The child of Tia Fradi has returned home, and with him, the spirit of his mother. You are home, my Magam. Welcome.
Petrus, I wanted to thank you.
Thank me? Despite everything you know about me?
You may have been a bit cowardly in the past, to the point of letting the woman you loved suffer. You were manipulative, and you lied to everyone, including yourself. But thanks to what you've told me, I've been able to find my family and my origins. And for that, I thank you.
My child. What you're saying touches me more than you can imagine. At least I've done something good, for once in my deceitful life. For you, and for her. I hope the enlightened will remember this when I stand before him.
Ну, окей. Петя из всех персонажей, спутников, единственный, кто представляет хоть какой-то интерес, по моему мнению. Так, что там... Блин, что там его бонус дает? Харизма. Ну, мне оно не особо нужно, у меня есть плащик. Да. Итак. С этим мы закончили. Теперь мне нужен лагерь для того, чтобы взять тетку в свой отряд и сделать ее квест. И уже после этого, наконец-то, можно будет пойти по сюжету. Да что ж такое? Так, собрать спутников. говорить.
Karanz, I must
Да,
interfere. Will you come with me?
Конечно, пошли.
Of course.
Не-не-не-не-не. Пом-пом. Ой-ой-ой, ФПС, перестань.
Shiora, Asir. Always with
Да,
your
да,
new
да.
flirtier to Madiseld. What do you want?
Погребение.
I'm only here to accompany Siora.
I came to give our mother back to the earth, Iseld. It is high time we did, I know. Performing the ritual might help me feel less empty. Iseld, I miss her too. Did you go to Vasrigan? No. Preparing the place is the role of the Donegada. I was afraid I would not do things properly.
Курган, окей. Не близко. А я вообще в эту локацию ходил? Мне не сюда, зараза. Ё-моё. Мне даже лут собирать уже лень. Вы понимаете, да, насколько меня задолбала эта беготня? Я же не могу здесь подняться, да? Нормальные герои всегда идут в обход. Чё? Кто? А, вы. Да пошли вы нафиг. Опять же, я задолбался уже.
Something's wrong. Normally, you would hear the birds singing in this place.
What do you mean?
I don't see anything peculiar.
There. Hanglands. This is not their natural habitat at all. We cannot leave them here, so close to the burial mound.
Ладно, сейчас перебью. Давайте-ка толпой в кучку, я вас всех побахаю гранату. Вот так, вот так. Да вы издеваетесь.
area.
Ловушка.
You never see any around here. They must have nested in the shadow of the burial mound.
In that case, we have no choice but to destroy their nests. Otherwise, they'll just keep coming back.
You are right. We cannot let these
Твою-то мать, сколько. Как-то они очень легко откинулись. Это вообще нормально, что у противника столько хп? Жесть какая. Мне так патронов не хватит, знаете ли. Да пошел ты нахер, блин. Давай вылезай, знаю, что ты здесь есть. Пипец их тут. А теперь представьте, если бы я пытался всю эту веселую толпу бить руками. Вот если бы я с двуручником пытался с ними драться. Это был бы полный трэш.
Is there anything else to prepare?
Of course. We will need some sensors crafted especially for
3 штуки, да?
Where can we find them?
It would be ideal if we could craft them ourselves, but otherwise the village artisan probably sells them. And I will also need some mortuary lotion. I will have to coat my mother's body with it before giving her back to the earth. I will give you a list of all the ingredients because we will have to prepare it ourselves. The merchants won't sell it. Once we have gathered these last items, then Isolde and I will be able to perform the ritual. I thank you for being by my side and helping me the way you are. It means a lot to me.
Don't mention it, Siora.
We have all that we need. Let's go back to the burial mound to put everything in place.
Окей, я не знаю, когда это я успел сделать, но ладно. А, эту точку я помню, да. Я сюда заходил как-то. Еще тогда сказал, что это наверняка квестовая локация.
It is on this stone altar that we will place the body of my mother. We must place a censer where her head will be, and another near her feet. And then you will have done everything you could to help me. And I am infinitely grateful for it. Your presence by my side means a lot to me. But only my sister and I can participate in the ceremony. This is how our ritual of the dead is performed. Do you understand?
Ага. И чё, оно не ставится? Да нет, я не собираюсь с тобой говорить.
Do you need something?
I must leave you.
Ай. Она сказала поставить одну курильницу у изголовья. Вторую курильницу у ног. Но что-то я ни хрена не наблюдаю здесь этих штуковин. То ли я тупой, то ли квест делается не так. Все есть, типа. Просто меток-то нету. Я ж не должен из инвентаря их использовать. Ни в одном из квестов не нужно было так делать. Господи, как тут много всего. У меня вообще их 9. Хе-хе. Чё-то я не врубаюсь. Это я тупой? Или что? Почему не активнее этих... Нигде никаких надписей и прочего нету? Не? Это я баг словил очередной, потому что у меня эти предметы лежали в инвентаре. Потому что карта все же показывает туда. Че, в интернет лезть опять смотреть? Не забаговался ли квест? Как он там называется еще раз? Прощание с королевой? Ну-ка. Потому что один раз багулину на квесте я уже словил в игре. GreedFall. Прощение с королевой. Угу. Подготовить погребальный отряд. На этом квест закончится. Замечательно. Спасибо, Кэп. Тоже не то. Так, Сиора. Вот она. Вот, прощание с королевой. Размещаем курильницы и используем бальзам. Но у меня нету такой штуки. Это я туплю? Я не могу разместить бальзам никуда. Ну, в смысле, курильницы. Блин, неужели я реально словил баг из-за того, что у меня эти предметы лежали в инвентаре уже? Я в это не верю. Ну-ка, если я выбегу из локации и вернусь в нее, ради интереса. Ну, мало ли. Гладко было на бумаге, а потом поперли баги. Нормально, да? Это реально, походу, из-за того, что у меня лежали эти предметы сразу в инвентаре. То есть мне нужно было, чтобы локация обновилась. Предполагалось, потому что я выхожу, иду к ближайшему станку, крафчу эти предметы, возвращаюсь сюда, и тело уже лежит, как бы, готовое к обряду. А из-за того, что эти предметы уже лежали у меня в инвентаре, локация не обновилась. Здравствуй, баг.
There. Everything is in place. Thanks again, Onol Manawi. My sister should be joining me soon. You should wait outside. Oh, these rituals are demanding. But they help us to say goodbye to those we love. You have been a true friend. A Karans, accepting to help me the way you did. Thank you. I will never forget the kindness you displayed. Conforming to our customs and staying by my side.
It's only natural, Siora. I know what it feels like to lose someone who is dear to you.
We should go now. It is time to return to the living.
Ну все, это был финальный квест. Так, может, левелап? Левелап. Правда, я без понятия, что вкачивать. Поэтому просто идем сюда. Так, дайте мне теперь посмотреть, что у меня. Бонус к энергичности неплохо. Бонус к интуиции. А, я не могу сейчас посмотреть всех своих спутников. Ладно. Где ближайший костер? Сук. Все далеко очень. Ладно. Это, наверное, оптимальный вариант. Куда мне бежать? Так, квестлог и... Да, по всей видимости, сначала к Костику пойдем. Так, ничего, метка на карте не встала. Не, ребят, я устал с вами драться со всеми, поэтому дули-дули, до свидули. Итак. Погнали. Так, теперь-то я могу посмотреть всех своих спутников? Точно я с ними со всеми квесты поделал? Петя, дружба. Ты, дружба. Дружба, дружба, дружба. Все. Со всеми у меня дружба. То есть все квесты спутников, по идее, я сделал. Ну, я так думаю. Аллилуйя. Так, куда нам тут надо? Совсем недалеко. Ну да, совсем недалеко. Так, можно я не буду с вами драться?
This is the camp that Constantine's escort must have established.
It looks more like a battlefield. I hope the Donegad and your cousin survived the fight.
Search the zone. Let's see if we can find any clues as to what's happened here.
Вон следы
This
какие
area
явные.
has been trampled. An entire stampede passed by here. Our soldiers must have fled the zone and taken this path followed by their assailants. This is a sacred place of a native cult. No doubt this is where Katasak and Constantine were going.
It isn't really a place of a cult, but rather a place of anchoring. A place where Donegada perform a ritual to become Sinol Menawi. These places are charged with great energy. Perhaps Katasak wanted to use it to bring relief to your cousin.
Perhaps. There are bodies, and without a doubt there was fighting here. Search the place. Let's see what we are able to find.
Ну, игра показала мне путь сюда, так что идем сюда. Тем более следы все еще есть.
Footprints. They must have fled this way.
Огненное дерево.
Strange. These trees look half calcinated, as if they were exposed to immense heat. These weapons are in terrible condition. Whatever did these men come up against? Another burnt tree. This path seems to have been scorched in flames.
Оно все еще горит, балбес. Так, ну если придется убить там, потому что на трупе я вижу квестовый предмет.
These poor soldiers were torn to pieces. Animals again? Or something else? More signs of an explosion. I can't believe that our soldiers could be carrying so many explosive potions. New footprints. It looks as if a group met up with them and took this path. There was more fighting over here. There are not only the corpses of our own men, but where could these other soldiers have come from? There are footprints. Only a handful made it up to here. The path stops on this overhang, and despite signs of a skirmish, I can't see any sign of Constantine or Katasach.
Bit of poison on my blade.
Ты в того стреляешь.
These rocks were broken, as if they had taken cannon fire. What could have happened here? I don't recognize these men. Still more unknown soldiers. Could they have been responsible for the attack? This one is carrying a letter. Let's see. According to this note, this troop came from an outpost of the Bridge Alliance close by. A patrol, no doubt. Could the bridge in some way be linked to this attack? That makes no sense. I recognize this sack. It's my cousin's. Oh, Constantine, what have you gotten yourself into again? These vials look familiar. Katasach used the very same to stock his potions. He must have come here. I'm going to pick them up. Very well. Let's sum things up. Constantine and Katasach definitely came through here to perform some sort of ritual, but they were attacked. An attack obviously involving wild animals. And then there are these traces of inexplicable flames. Could it be magic?
You cannot suspect my people are behind this attack. You have strayed far from the path. No one would have attacked Katasach.
Unless he himself was behind it. He is a powerful Donegad. The beasts obey him.
How could you even think something like that? He is a healer. He brought comfort to your cousin.
Perhaps he only did it to gain our trust. With Constantine captive, he now has leverage to apply to the colonists and force them to accept his conditions. But in all truth, I have no idea what to think. But regardless of who is guilty, I must find my cousin. We could return to Wen Xavier to learn more. Perhaps Katasach returned there. Or maybe his Voglendai could tell us where to find him. We are also going to have to visit the outpost. Their soldiers were involved in the combat, or at least the end of it. They must have some stories for us.
That trail seems a better one to follow. Katasach is a good man, but the soldiers and the lions have already betrayed you.
That's true. But I do not see how they could have made these animals obey them. However, one way or another, Constantine is in danger. Let us be on our way without further delay.
Да, горло у меня прошло, Мия. Больше не болит. Так, у меня есть варианты. Почему-то вопросики здесь помечены, хотя я в этой локации уже был. На-на-на-на-на-на. Либо вернуться аж туда. Далековато. Далековато. А отсюда я быстренько не могу упасть вниз, а? Невидимые стены. Это ведь в этой локе я в самом начале игры тогда бегал. И вот там вот вскрыл сундук тогда ключиком и нашел двуручничек на лопасти. Эти-ка ручное сохранение сделаю на всякий пожарный. Ну, мало ли. Или я здесь не был.
Colonials. You must have gotten lost to have come this far from
Не
nowhere.
помню.
To whom do I owe the honor?
Desardet. I am legate of the congregation of merchants on this island.
A legate? Here? Pardon my dismay, but we don't get many official sorts around here. Captain Idris. I am the ranking officer in charge of this Bridge Alliance outpost. What can I do for you, sir?
I'm looking for Constantin Dorsey, the island governor of the congregation of merchants.
A governor? Here? Whatever would he be doing in this rattle?
My cousin was part of an expedition in this region. His men and his camp were attacked. They nearly all died. But we found no trace of his body, which has us hoping that he may still be alive. Wounded and holding up somewhere, or even captured.
Have you cast your suspicions in our direction? I hope this is a joke. We've had neither reinforcements nor supplies for weeks. In my book, we've been totally forgotten. I wouldn't risk the few lives remaining to attack a governor's camp. I'm not crazy. I'm truly sorry for your cousin, Excellency, but we haven't seen him. And we definitely haven't kidnapped him. The region is dangerous. The natives are heartless. You should be looking in their direction.
You do know that we found the bodies of several men from the garrison up there, don't you?
How could you be sure?
One of them was carrying a note, signed by your hand.
And they are dead. I had hoped they'd have survived and would eventually return.
Explain yourself, Captain. What were your men doing on the cliff top?
They were monitoring the zone. They were to warn us of any troop movements. We have lost too many men to surprise attacks. We decided to take initiative and be ready. Yesterday, we heard screams and saw some strange lights up there. But I was hoping...
And you didn't go and see for yourself? You hear screams, certainly those of your own men, and you don't do anything.
So the last of my men give up their lives for nothing as well? You can think of me as a coward if you like. But me, I'm taking no more unnecessary risks.
Why do I have the feeling that you're holding something back from me?
Ха, могу подкупить его.
I can see how difficult your present situation has become. I'm certain you haven't been paid either for quite some time. I cannot solve all of your problems. But what would you say if I took care of that one, at least?
A little gold would certainly improve the morale of my men. One of the men I posted there returned during the night.
A survivor? Excellent. Did he tell you what happened?
He wasn't able to say a word. He collapsed unconscious 2 steps past the doorway. Our nurse sits with him, but there is little hope that he will come back to himself. His wounds are extremely serious. He's just refusing to die.
I'm sorry to hear that, Captain. Perhaps we could do something for him.
Go and see the nurse. Perhaps you can do something to help the poor boy. I can't take it anymore. To lose another man. Anything else?
Concerning the young man that survived.
Did you see the nurse?
Not yet.
Really? This boy will...
Да,
Anything
да,
else?
да, да, да.
I need to be going.
I would very much...
Еще и заказы брать, бандиты. А, клево. Пофиг вообще. Так, где? Вот.
What are you doing there? This is an infirmary!
I know. I've come to see the wounded soldier. The captain told me you might need my help.
That is very kind of him. But alas, it's a little late.
What are you saying? Is the soldier...
No, he still lives. But I've been asking the captain for weeks to escort me on a mission to replenish my stocks. I no longer have a single remedy. And now that we have a wounded patient, I can only wipe water on his brow and hope.
Do you know what type of remedy would allow him to survive?
Yes, at least I think so.
У меня
It's
есть.
a known potion that heals burns.
I see. Give me the recipe. We'll go and see that it's prepared for you.
Thank you. Because of you, this poor boy might be able to survive his wounds.
У меня есть.
Were you able to concoct the potion against burns?
Ага.
Yes, I was. Might we administer it?
Give it to me. I'll take care of this. We must wait and be patient now.
Will he make it?
I hope so. We'll know soon enough. This potion is extremely potent.
And if he survives, when could we speak to him?
Come back tomorrow
Да,
at
блин.
the same time. We'll know more then.
Very well. I'll come back tomorrow.
Ну что ж.
See you soon. And
Да-да-да.
thank you.
Раз у меня нет выбора и ждать нужно сутки, пойдем тогда по другому сюжетному квесту. Здесь есть... Блин, только этот портал, да? Ладно, так и быть. А, еще этот квест есть, точно же. Ну, давайте заодно его сделаем тогда. Я хотел было королю, конечно, пойти прогуляться, поискать. Ну, пофиг.
I've heard stories of your exploits. Thank you for all you've done. It's unusual for us to be offered aid by a Renaigse. It seems my Tiern was right. You are on Olmenawi. How can I help?
Katasak has disappeared. Would you have any idea as to where he went?
What? But my Tiern followed you to help you. How would I know where to find him?
I don't know exactly what happened, but he took my cousin to a particular place. A place to perform a ritual. Their escort was attacked, decimated by beasts and by magic. And my cousin and Katasak have disappeared.
And you believe that the Tiern has taken your cousin and killed his soldiers? Your heart must beat in shadow to believe that the man who offered you his hand only did so in order to better betray you.
Wait. This is not what my friend wanted you to hear. Perhaps they were wounded, and your master wanted to take Constantine to a safe haven to heal him. We must find them at all costs. Wherever they are, they most certainly need help.
Forgive me, Doneged. Your words are true. I spoke without thinking. But I do not know how I can help you.
There may be a way. I found these vials of potion on the battlefield. Do they belong to your master?
They could very well, but let me see them closely. No, they are not his. This potion does not seem like any of those my master prepares. I do not know this smell. The plants used to make it do not come from here. Another Doneged must be implicated, but none that I know would attack Katasach. May the trees protect us. Who would attack the water that heals? The earth that feels? They must be in grave danger.
Yes. I sincerely hope that we will find them. That they are alive and well. I must go. I need to continue my investigations.
When you have discovered anything,
Всё?
let me...
I have to go.
Quite away lives.
Ну... Так, выход. А вот и сутки прошли. На самом деле 2 суток. По внутриигровому времени. Но кому какое дело, правильно? Выставить не имеют таймеров, из-за которых ты можешь их запороть. Кстати, надо бы патронов накрафтить, пока я тут. Надеюсь, до конца игры этого хватит. Ну,
Hello, soldier. How are you doing?
Better. A lot better. Are you the one who saved me? The nurse told me.
I simply prepared the potion that she told me how to make. Nothing more. Could you tell me what happened during the attack?
I will try. They're not really memories I'm fond to bring back. A lot of my friends died up there. We were posted up on the peak to follow rebel movement. It had been a couple of days, and we heard sounds of fighting not far from our position. Men were screaming. In our own language. So we went to see what was happening. Soldiers of the Coin Guard and an islander were trying to protect a young man. He seemed dire ill.
Constantine Katasak and his escort. Who were they fighting against?
Dozens of wild animals. They seemed completely enraged and intent on devouring them. And there were flames.
Flames? Where were they coming from?
I don't know. My friends and other soldiers fell one after the other. I didn't see everything. All was blood and confusion with beasts and fire. But I thought I saw another islander. Big. He's the one who took the sickened man. There was practically no one left on the battlefield. I was wounded and I passed out. I came to when I heard voices of islanders approaching. Rebels. I thought to myself, they're coming to finish off the wounded. I got up with difficulty and fled. I dragged myself here. And you know the rest.
I'm going to have to go and find these rebels.
You shouldn't do that. They killed all of my friends. You take a great risk.
That's enough. Rest now. You're still far from having recovered.
Yes, it's best I leave now. I've learned enough. I'll have a word with your captain. Goodbye.
Ну что ж, пошли искать мятежников, по всей видимости, теперь.
Excellency, I was told that you saved my soldier. Thank you. You can't imagine what this means to us.
Please. I did nothing more than follow the instructions your nurse gave me.
Did you learn what you needed to learn?
Yes. I was able to question your man and he told me what he saw. He and his company heard sounds of the attack, and they went to investigate. My cousin's escort were already nearly annihilated by animals that jumped out from all sides. A strange sorcerer controlled them. It was he that took my cousin.
One of those rebel savages, no doubt. I knew that they'd be behind all of this. They must have learned that an important man was in the region and thought he would make the perfect hostage. I'm sorry. I would give you some men, but...
Don't apologize. I know where the camp can be found, and if my cousin is there, I will free him.
Like you freed the scholars. You're a good man, Excellency.
Thank you again for saving my soldier.
I need to be going.
I would very much like to do the same. Safe journey, Your Excellency.
Здорово, Дек. Че это ты тут делаешь? У тебя же сейчас, если я ничего не путаю, что-то около... 9 утра примерно, да, должно быть? Так, куда нам надо переться? А, это здесь же. Ой. Ну. Даже не 9, скорее 7. В аэропорту. А что, уже 2 недели, что ли, прошло? Неделя ведь всего лишь только лишь. Лишь. Или ты не возвращаешься пока еще? Техас. Иха! И в воздух пострелять. Пиу.
Hello.
Renaigse, there you are again. What do you want?
36 градусов. О, тепло.
To speak to you about my cousin's capture and the massacre of his escort. A soldier from the nearby outpost survived and told us that you were present on the battlefield.
You dare come here and accuse us of taking him? Let me throw him out this Renaigse and his ilk.
О, Фая объявилась.
May they receive this punishment for their arrogance.
Здорово.
I know that you see us as your enemies, but we are not here to harm you. I only seek to find the man I consider to be my brother, as well as the man who is protecting him. Katisach, one of your greatest Donegada.
No Donea Exregal would attack Katasach.
If you didn't attack him, you must know what happened to them. I was told that an islander took my cousin away. Perhaps your men were there to aid them.
We do not have your cousin, and we do not know what happened to him. As for Katasach, and the Vorst Tire, he died from his wounds. That night, we heard the sounds of a terrible combat. The ground shook all the way to our homes. We went to see, but we arrived too late. The last breath of Katasach had returned to the wind when we arrived there, and many of the Renaigse were dead. We could do no more. We carried the body of the Donegad and brought it here.
He gave his life to protect Constantine. May he rest in peace. This request might surprise you, but we would like to see him.
Why? What do you want to do with him, Renaigse?
Examine him to understand what killed him. We were told that an island native was there and that he likely led the attack.
No Donea Exregal would attack Katasach. You have been lied to, or they were mistaken.
That is the very reason I need to see his body. To understand.
You may see him. But if you desecrate his body, you will pay for this offense with your life.
Ага, пугай меня, конечно. Чудило.
Katisach.
И действительно.
Seeing the state of his body. I hate myself for having suspected him. Forgive me, Donegad. To have doubted your loyalty and even more for what we are about to do. Now then. Let's see what story this corpse has to tell.
Интуиция.
The corpse retains the marks of a bludgeoning. There are large bruises all over it. I can see no wounds that could be attributed to a blade or a musket shot. The major wound is found on the chest, which was crushed by something tremendous, to the degree that the skin was torn. The ribs are in pieces and the organs punctured. The edges of the wound are singed and smell of burnt flesh. There is a powdery spot on this wound, as if from ash or dusty gravel. Katasach bore the brunt of this attack or incredible force. I would venture to say it was inhuman. I can only imagine one thing that could have inflicted such a wound. It's as if an enormous, burning stone hit him right in the center of the chest. And seeing as how the bodies of the soldiers we found were sporting wounds of a similar nature, we can deduce that we're on the tracks of a man, or a creature, capable of using molten rock as a weapon.
I can't imagine an Adaig behaving like this. It is not their way. That they might attack careless hunters or warriors, true, but to attack Katasach, the power to call volcano fires, could only be that of a guardian. No simple man wields mountain fire.
We still don't really know who is actually behind this attack, nor what they want. Judging by the severity of these wounds, I fear the worst for Constantine.
All your experiments. You've learned so little. You've learned to fear. Your instincts should have been enough.
We had to at least try. Are you not even concerned or angered by what happened to Katasach?
We've grown accustomed to the loss of lives, your relentless attacks and incessant treacheries. All the same, there is truth in your words. This attack is out of place. Guardian and Donegad would never attack one another. There is a ritual that might help us. Anatalas Fair.
The Anatalas Fair? What is it? Tell me more.
It is a magical rite that only a person with a powerful bond to both spirits and nature can perform. It allows the Donegad who chants it to relive the last moments of an Onol Manawi.
That would allow us to at least see the face of his assassin.
If what I have heard is true, yes. To my knowledge, only one Donegad still living knows the ritual.
Let's ask her for her help then. She might be able to tell us what has become of Constantine.
You are quick to ask another to put her mind in danger for your own concerns. Imagine the pain of the wounds of another, shaking your body as the cold of death crushes your beating heart. This is what you must ask of the Tiernahach. It is the price she must pay for performing the ritual. When her companion was lost in battle, fighting against your own, she wanted to live that death beside her. Since that day, our Tiernahach Kadachtas has never breathed air with the same breath.
That would explain her distrust of the colonials.
You must make her see your purpose. It may be the only way you are going to learn the fate of your cousin.
Ужас какой. У нас ничего интересного. Я могу здесь залезть? Ну или пролезть. Ух, стелс. Я заболел, выздоровел, но у меня насморк. Вот и все, что со мной случилось. Интересного. Так, ну ты, по идее, согласишься мне помочь. Я ж тебя спас.
Hello, Mev.
Renoixe, why have you come here again?
I've come to ask you for help.
My help? You still seek the remedy for the sickness on your island? Or are you looking for something else?
My cousin has been taken, and I've been told that you could help me.
Truly? And in what way?
By performing the Anatalas Fair on the body of Katasach, the Donegad.
Katasach is dead. Under Vosh Dire. This is a great tragedy. He was a good man. Perhaps the best of us all. How did this happen?
He went with my cousin to a sacred site when they were attacked. My cousin has disappeared, taken according to a witness. And Katasak suffered terrible wounds. We examined him, and it seemed as if he had been struck by molten rock.
Fire of the earth. Only the Nadaig Manemen have the power to wield it. But none of our own would have attacked Katasak.
This is why we need your help. We want to understand and to find who's responsible.
And you will avenge the dead as you have avenged my wound in the past. Very well, Renoigse. I will help you. And I also wish to gain understanding. Our island wails in suffering. Many Sinol Menawi have died. The Anatalas Fair may kill me, but at least I will know. You will need to act as my Voglendaig, and bring to me the necessary ingredients while I prepare.
What do you require?
A potion. And listen and remember, or write in your language what I shall tell you. Do not forget, the viscera of the scavengers must be taken from a place near the battlefield, because they contain the flesh of those who fell.
Я их не
As for
собирал.
the personal object of Katasak, find his weapon, because it knew his fury and his despair.
He didn't have a weapon when I found his body. I'll search the battlefield.
Where can I find him?
In Doren's camp. She recovered him after the battle.
Very well. Not far from there is a sacred circle. You'll find me there when you have united all that I need. Then we can perform the ritual when the moon is high.
I'll go and get the ingredients you require, and I'll find you there when the moment has come.
Safe travels.
Меня отопление дадут в лучшем случае в середине октября. К сожалению. Так, изготовить зелье, да? Блин, тут поблизости ничего такого нету. Фак. Ладно, куда нам что там надо? Где-то переключить. О. Ну. У меня как бы вроде как тепло на улице, но в доме вот без обогревателя мне холодно. Вот реально. Не, ну, Дек, я тебе тут вообще ничем не смогу помочь абсолютно. Силе для обряда. Внутренности нужны, собственно говоря, окей. М16. Ну, как бы, а что такого? Так, как я тут должен бежать? Да что там сложного? Неужели нельзя семейники какие-нибудь найти с расцветкой американского флага? Ой, мне придется вас убивать, да? Да, ё-моё. Ну, что еще интересного можно в Пиндостане купить? Где же эти сволочи живут?
Let's see if we can ward off this fate.
I recognize this weapon. It's Katasak's, I'm certain. It must have been broken during the battle. Let's take it back to Mev.
Так, изготовить денег. Оп. Есть. Чё за сувенир панда из кафе? Мне аж интересно даже стало. Вот поэтому я и не люблю подарки. Хрен пойми, что дарить, а если не понравится? Не. Или если тебе подарили подарок, который тебе не нравится. Из вежливости ты должен, конечно, сказать, типа, ну, спасибо, все такое. А по факту нахрен он мне нужен.
Were you able to find the elements I need for the ritual?
Yes. Here is what you asked me to bring.
This is good. The moon is high. We may start. Take your place. Katasar, we have come to learn the truth of your death. Ato al confrangawi brandi, olehana memen adestame haman. Baravridenan tahanemo quate grenfem, linqui damda renaute da hodos. Lemat, de tahawan kloisam, de talugedon velam, de taragam buledam, de tatamenam reloidan. Adet alamen kante bij dam en antellen vervraagd dan dom.
Katasar, help me, please.
Show no fear. I do not think he means you any harm.
What is this? This monster. Why is it attacking us?
I don't know. I don't understand. It is as if it seeks you out. It wants you.
You never should have done that, Katasach. To save one, Renaikse, you put us all in great peril. His spirit is different. He receives badly. You have woven the bond of the Deathbringer.
What is happening to you? Get a hold of yourself. Come on.
I cannot believe it. He has returned.
Who has?
Finbar. The High King. We thought he was dead. He disappeared months ago.
Is he the attacker? And what of Constantine? Have you seen a young blonde-haired man? He was sickly.
Yes. The golden-haired was there. And he was afraid. Katasach protected him before he was killed by Finbar. Leave me now. I am very tired.
How are you feeling?
Better. What are you going to do now?
If I want to have any hope of finding Constantine, I must follow Vinbar. I have no choice.
Do you know where to look for him? Vinbar has been missing for moons.
I know that he was headed for his village the last time we saw him. They might be able to tell me there. Thank you, Mev. You have helped us greatly.
Do not thank me. I have not done this for you, but for Katasach. In order to satisfy my curiosity, I betrayed my king. You will find him and confront him, no doubt. All that remains for me to do is to pray that I have done nothing that cannot be fixed.
Farewell, Mev.
Мне теперь интересно. А если бы, когда мне давали выбор, к кому из целителей пойти, я выбрал бы не Катасаха, а кого-то из святош или ученых. Как тогда бы обстояли дела? Однако. Так, ну Дека убежал. Да, как Карлсон, Мия. Как Карлсон. Итак, вот теперь пошли искать этого короля. Что остается? Так, а я ведь в этой локе еще не бывал ни разу, да? И честно, мне лень лазить по вопросикам, поэтому я просто побегу вперед. На квест. Ох, я тут река. Ты неси меня, река. Не, я с вами драться не буду, мне неохота. Ты берега, лут. Так, ну и с кем мне тут надо побазарить? Вот, вижу метку на карте.
Bird Tirtomad on Almanawi. Esqueto.
Hello. I'm sorry, but I do not speak your language.
Really? Then you are a Renaigse. I have never met one with the bond. Might I do something for you?
I am looking to find Vinbar, the High King of Tirfredi, and I was told that he was born in this village. He disappeared after visiting the heart of the island, but I was hoping someone here might know where he's hiding.
You should speak with Sarah. She is the companion of our king.
Where might I find her?
I do not know. She left the village and I have not seen her in several days. Anything else?
Goodbye.
What I want to say.
Да. Так, кто еще тут интересный есть?
Dear Tumad, it is rare to see Renaigse here. Is there something I can do for you?
Would you know where I could find Sarah?
She left to follow Vimbar. She wanted the mountains to take her as well.
What do you mean?
I don't know if Renaigse could understand. Our High King is on Olmenawi, and the Doneigad. His bond with the mountain is very strong. Even stronger now that he speaks with the En Olmil Frichtimen. Sarah knew that the mountain would take him back, and she wanted the mountain to take her as well. She went to attempt to bond herself to it. She sought the cavern of knowledge. We haven't seen her since. She might have succeeded. Anything else?
Where is this cavern of knowledge located?
I don't know. The caverns of knowledge are the concern of the Doneigada. Anything else?
I'm looking for High King, but someone here.
If anyone knows anything...
Понятно.
Thank you for your...
Кто еще мне может что-нибудь рассказать? Не, вы нет, никто. Так. Я по факту вижу только два. Разве что пошарить в его доме. Два персонажа, с которыми можно поговорить, я хотел сказать. Да. Хотя, судя по всему, тут нету ничего. То есть надо все же их обговорить. Да. Ну ладно. Выберем тогда вариант в диалоге «спросить».
Might I do something?
Пещера.
I heard talk about a cavern of knowledge.
It is a place where the Doneigada go, within the earth. They hear the voices of those that went before them, and they learn. There are some on Tiafradi. The closest to our village is found to the northeast of here, but the entrance is sealed, hidden. It is a sacred place, a place for only the Doneigada. Anything else?
Не, все,
Goodbye.
Так, северо-восток, да? Погнали. Так, еще раз, чтобы не запутаться, мне вправо. Вправо и влево потом. Невидимые стены, ядрите. Не, ребят, я с вами драться не буду. А вот с вами придется, потому что я не смогу залезть наверх, да, здесь. Придется все же. Ладно. Мне патронов жалко. У меня всего 200 штук осталось. Всего 200 патронов. Ну. Здорово, Шиман. Бомбу мне тоже было жалко тратить на 2 противников. Ну, а вот и лагерь. Но она не тратит патроны, это, конечно, факт.
Speak, savage. What stops your tongue? You think someone's coming?
На всякий случай.
Save you. Give in. Your life is in our hands.
Да,
It
блин.
is time to tell us all you know. The sooner you speak, the sooner this will be over with.
We should be discreet if we want to eavesdrop on these people.
Да, мы их послушать должны. Ну ладно.
She's been enduring this punishment for hours, blow upon blow through gritted teeth.
Truly savage beast we have here. Do you even know if it speaks our language?
Leave us.
You will eventually tell us how you found your way into that grotto. Your defiance is only prolonging the inevitable. You remind me of that rat my master was studying. The creature used all of its fire in an effort to escape. Scratching, twisting, refusing to understand that the cage holding it was its only remaining world. It had everything it could ever need, but it wouldn't stop looking for a way out. Even though its fate was now sealed to serve science. Its animal instinct drove it to flee. It had strangled itself between the bars of its own cage in a final futile attempt to escape. It was an enormous beast and very clever. If it had simply relented, it could have lived peacefully for many years. Instead of that, these monsters are torturing her. Come, we must set her free.
We could wait until nightfall to set her free and avoid fighting these scholars.
Сфига ли я не должен с ними связываться? Я просто пойду сейчас им в морду, настаю пистолетом и все. Тоже мне. Дождаться темноты. Если бы в этой игре была механика ожидания, я бы, может быть, так и поступил. Но ее же нет. Кто идет? Я иду.
But I recognize this face. Lord de Sardet. What a pleasure to see you again. What good wind brings you?
These people are monsters. They just tortured a woman, and then they say hello, as if it were nothing.
I'm sure that they will explain what pushes them to treat her this way.
Believe me, we would never have reached such extremities if she had told us what we wanted. You see, we have been studying these beings that show, like you, such strange markings on their bodies. We call them metamorphs, but the natives call them Onol Manawi. And we seek to learn through what process they metamorphosize. We heard talk of a cavern of knowledge. The savages hide all of their knowledge within them. And certainly all the secrets that interest us. We discovered one here, but are unable to enter. This woman, she knows how to enter. But as you have witnessed, she refuses to tell us how. To know we are so close to understanding such a fascinating phenomenon. And to be able to do nothing. Let's just say it has made us aggressive.
It's extremely regrettable. Free her. We would like to have a word with her.
She won't tell you anything. Let us handle this. She will give in at some point.
Have you already forgotten all that you owe me? Without me, you would all be locked away in Durenge jails or likely even dead. I took you for sages and doctors, but you are nothing more than a gang of skin flayers. You have made me regret my actions.
It is true that we indeed owe you our lives, but all this knowledge, ripe for the picking.
No knowledge justifies treating anyone this way.
Oh, free her now! We shall leave. Nothing more holds us here.
Это было просто.
How are you feeling?
Better now. Those Renaigse are absolute monsters. But who are you? You too are a Renaigse. Why have you freed me?
We were told at Wen Shavar that you and you alone could tell us where to find High King Vinbar.
I wish I knew where he was right now. He bid me farewell weeks ago and he has not returned. I waited a long time and then I came here. To enter into the Cavern of Knowledge.
You believe this is where he's hiding?
No. But he came here often before he disappeared. I'm hoping to find answers. You saved me. And so I must help you as well. You may come with me. The Cave of Knowledge is a bit further north.
А эти ребята сидят, бухают. Норм так. О, я думал, вообще застрянет. Хотел уже поржать было. Но нет, она справилась. Ты спринтом бегать не умеешь, да? Так, у меня на стене сидит огромный паукан. Надо его тапком убить. Вот так. Пожалуй, надо бы помыть полы. Поздно, Мия, поздно. И он не членистоногий, мне кажется, он арахнит. Я не особо разбираюсь в биологии, в каким классам, царствам и прочему оно принадлежит.
Here is the entrance to the Cavern of Knowledge. I hope that Vinbar has left a clue to where he went. Something I could track.
Is it your wish to join him?
He is my Manundanem. That means the one who shares my mind in your language. We must be reunited.
I understand. But why protect the entrance to the cavern at the risk of your own life?
The Caverns of Knowledge are truly sacred places. Only the Doneigada have the right to enter.
But you're not a Doneigad. Is that right?
I am not. But I must enter in spite of everything. And since you have helped me, you may enter as well. Even if I am not sure I can trust you. Because you spared these people. Remind yourself that this honor is immense and show respect. I implore you.
Put your fears to rest. We have not come to defile this sacred place. How do we enter?
Allow me. I have seen Vinbar make these movements so many times.
Окей. Хоть тут не пришлось никаких штук делать. На-на-на. На-на-на. На-на-на.
The paint of this fresco is still fresh. It must have been painted recently. It's of a crowned man. Vinbar, no doubt. It looks as if he's walking through the skies towards the volcano. A face has been painted on the volcano?
The spirit of the mountain. My heart did not betray me. Vinbar has readied himself to join Enon Milfrichtemen.
Was that why you came in here? To confirm that supposition?
To understand, yes. As the years passed, my Minundanem grew more and more distant to me. I thought at first it was due to his status and the invasion of the Renaigse. But now I see that he was hearing the call of Enon Milfrichtemen. He had no choice but to answer it. Oh, Vinbar, why did you not share this with me?
Пушинман, а ты прошел уже игру? Просто мне интересно, сколько мне еще бегать здесь и успею ли я за час управиться. Вот, чё. Я хотел сегодня просто ее закончить.
These paintings are older. This looks like it represents a man who transforms himself into some kind of enormous bird.
He is a Denegad, becoming a Nadaig Meneman. Vinbar was also bound to the mountain. It is no doubt the path he has chosen to follow.
If I understand correctly, the Donegada metamorph differently according to the place they are bound.
Yes. The Sinolminawi bind them to a specific place, and in return they become the Guardians. But how could a Guardian of the Plains resemble a Guardian of the Mountains?
Do you believe that Vinbar is readying himself to undergo this transformation? I thought it was a very slow process.
For some, it takes years. At least this is what is said. For others, it might take place the very moment where the Donegad surrenders to Enon Milfrichtemen. I hope only to have the time to bid him farewell.
Ради интереса, надо в интернете глянуть. Семя для врат.
Given how well hidden this seed was, it must open an important passage. All we have to do is find out which.
Сейчас, как квест называется? Последуй Верховного Короля, да? Я хочу в интернете глянуть, сколько мне осталось по времени проходить, и успели я за сегодня. Если нет, то я тогда отложу на завтра, и завтра я уже полностью игру тогда закончу. Сейчас прохождение. Текстовый квест тут есть? Текстовый текст. Прохождение. Значит, как называется этот квест? Короля, да? Угу. Походу много еще. Вот, последуй Верховного Короля. Ну да, тут еще немало квестов вообще-то. Да, тут еще очень много квестов, я за сегодня не успею. В любом случае. Я заканчиваю вот это задание тогда.
This mural is also ancient. It seems to show a doorway into the mountain. This door appears to be in front of a circle of stone. There are 2 altars and 2 seeds.
The Donegada seal certain sacred places with root doors.
Yes, I've run into similar barriers. It's all a matter of finding the right seed. But here there are 2 that seem to be different. For one, the flower motifs seem to indicate which plant is required.
This is possible. The caverns of knowledge are used to initiate and transmit the knowledge of the Donegada. This painting must teach the younger how to reach the sacred place where they will bind themselves.
In that case, shouldn't there be an illustration of the second plant?
The initiates also learn by listening to their masters.
Сейчас посмотрим, чё к чему. Я, разумеется, не читал там чё, куда и так далее. Я просто посмотрел общий объем текста. Я увидел, что там еще немало его, так что за сегодня я в любом случае не успею.
And behind the face of the volcano, we also see the path that leads there. Like some sort of schematic.
This must certainly be the path the young apprentices must walk. And the Donegada that are prepared to surrender themselves to Enolmir Frichtimen.
Do you recognize the place where the entrance can be found?
I think so. It looks like the grotto that lies to the northwest of our village.
With all that we've learned from studying these paintings, we should be able to find Vinbar. I just hope there's still enough of him left to answer us. And that Constantine is with him. And that he is still alive.
Who is Constantine? I thought you were looking for Vinbar.
I seek them both. I had hoped that Vinbar would help me enter the sanctuary of Dorhad Genadu. But I learned from the Tiernahach Kadactus that he took my cousin.
The Tierna told you this? And so you seek to avenge him?
No. Only to save my cousin and try to understand why.
None of what you say makes sense. Why would Vinbar take your cousin? I don't understand. My head spins. I need to breathe fresh air. I shall await you outside.
Please, go ahead. We will join you soon.
That woman left in a bit of a hurry, don't you think?
Sarah is upset, and I don't think that she trusts us. We should hurry and catch up to her.
I shouldn't have told her about Constantine. She must have thought we wanted to kill her husband. This door is locked.
Oi!
Sarah has put us in a very tricky situation.
She did not want us to find Vinbar. Come, these caves often have several exits.
Ну давай искать несколько выходов. И стоило, блин, ей запирать меня, если я вышел через 2 секунды буквально. Да. Так, куда мне тут бежать-то хоть, господи? Ой, блин. Ну, охренеть. Зачем она тут ловушек понаставила?
She must have set them to make sure that we wouldn't be able to follow her.
Let's hurry and find this passage to the northern mountain before she decides to come and fight us directly.
Так, я ж правильно бегу? Да, я правильно бегу. Блин, как же много беготни, ядрить. Так, сюда? Ну, как бы, наверное, да. Тут хрен пойми вообще. Оп, там очко. Уж то-что, но очко-то халявное я заберу. Уж извините. Это ж халява. Не знаю зачем, но возьмем. Ага. Не-не-не-не-не-не-не. Да ну ладно. Я не могу влезть, пока драка идет. Ой. Там смешно парень, у меня же есть. Зачем здесь дорога, если я могу снизу пройти, непонятно. Тут какой-то мега-сундук спрятан. Ну, не мега, просто топорик небольшой и все. Ну да ладно. Так, я вижу штуку. Мы с товарищем пытались залезть на скалы, и тут нас напало одно из этих крылатых существ. В лапах у него был огромный меч, и оно перерубило веревку, на которой висел мой товарищ. Будь у меня оружие, я могу помешать этой твари, а так оставалось лишь бессильно смотреть. Будь проклята эта экспедиция. Классно.
This is the place which was depicted on the mural in the Cave of Knowledge. Vimbar must have hidden the passage to the sanctuary.
Повесив парочку лиан. Отлично замаскировал все, что я могу сказать. А, квест выполнился. Хотя рассказ мертвеца все еще висит невыполненным. Ладно, давайте пробегу, сделаю это тоже. Вас тоже обязательно убивать, да? А, блин. Охренеть. Да иди ты в жопу! Господи, как... Шел нахер! Тебе заспомнил пистолет. За. Да. Ба. Ли. Блин. Достали вода. Как бы лестница справа есть. А, ну... Да, тут шорткат. По всей видимости, возврат в обратку. А вот тут можно было по стелсу пройти. Но я поздновато их увидел. Патрон-то кончается. Левелап, конечно, почти, но мне от этого не легче. Окей. Может, не надо. Давно я не умирал. Причем, что интересно, из-за того, что начался бой, мои балбесы не могут спуститься вниз. И я как бы этих существ должен убивать сам в одну харю. Хотя я могу по стелсу пролезть вот тут внезапно. Клево, да? Так вот непонятно, там что-нибудь... А, там тупик. А, то это все. А, или не ок. Сейчас, что? Мне сюда все-таки. Ну да, здесь-то я не пролезу. Эх, придется убивать. Интересно, если я... А! Кусты делают меня невидимым. Клево, да? Я что, в Assassin's Creed играю сейчас? Потому что очень на это похоже. Там было то же самое. Присел в кустиках, и все, ты не видим. Ладно, хотя бы драться не пришлось уже, хорошо. Так, и чё? Сюда? Стоп, я чё, кругаляв дал? Ну ты, блин. Стример не тупой. Но мне надо влево все же. Где-то у меня там было все же зелье инвиза. Дайте я его бухну сейчас. Я не хочу драться просто-напросто. Все, мастер маскировки. Правда, мне кажется, что я выпил не то зелье, что надо было. Ой, дайте быстрее мне уже этот квест закончить. А то я немножко чуть-чуть задолбался бегать.
Finally, we've made it to high ground. Now, let's find this trail to the sanctuary. It can't be far from here. Bloodied feathers.
I've seen some big birds in my days at sea, but none had feathers this size.
Looks like Vinbar must have begun his transformation. He will soon become a guardian of the mountains. If we want to have any chance of saving Constantine, we must hurry.
Драка с пташкой, по всей видимости, нас ожидает. Ну, патроны есть.
More of these giant feathers. We're on the right trail.
Ну вот.
You should not have come all this way, Renaikse. I will not let you near Vimbar.
Sarah, we must see him. We don't have a choice. We saved you. Why have you locked us in the cavern? And why do you now stop us from passing?
In spite of your friendship with these monsters, you helped me. I thought that I had to help you in return. But I learned looking at the paintings that this was madness. Vinbar has heard the calling and answered. Even if it breaks my heart, he has done what is right. He maintains the balance. No one must stop him. I am his Minundanem. It is now my duty to defend the path he treads.
His path led him to kill Katasach, and now he holds my cousin captive. I'm sorry, Sarah, but no one will keep us from passing.
8 more!
A bit of poison on my blade, and let's go!
О, левел-ап! Эй! Левел-ап, левел-ап. Хрен знает, куда мне, правда, вкачиваться, потому что... Да. Ну, тогда, может, эту штуку бахнем. Не знаю, зачем, но пусть будет. Просто пистолет разрывает вообще все. Мне, в принципе, не нужно ничего делать.
Over there, more feathers. More of these giant feathers. We're on the right trail.
Мужик!
We found the entrance to the sanctuary. Vinbar must be here, with Constantine. If he is still alive, we need to find a way to get inside quickly.
Так, а
This
здесь...
must be the entrance to Vinbar's sanctuary. But it's obstructed.
Да.
He knows how to protect his home. A stone altar. It resembles the one that protects the passage
Положи
to
туда
Nev's
семена.
sanctuary. This must be where I need to place the seed.
Клади. А, типа уже пол. Это лагерь? А, это лагерь. О, ништяк.
And here is another altar. Are 2 seeds necessary to open the passage? The seed that Sarah was carrying should work.
To think that she gave her life to protect the one she loved.
Now that we have both seeds, the ritual should work.
Сезам, откройся. Это вот про эти перья, что ли, все время говорили? Сколько мне еще бежать, блин? Так, ну сейчас вот что-то, видимо, мега интересное будет. Я сделаю ручное сохранение на всякий случай.
King Vinbar, why? Constantine didn't do anything. He has never sought to wrong your people in any way.
Like a worm he burrows. You are so naive. You cannot see with my eyes. Enol Milfrichtimin saw the wound. From atop the volcano, he warned me of the danger. Fed by bitterness, driven by desire, taking without giving, he will be the end of us all.
You have gone completely mad.
Take it. You are too blind, too Renaikse to understand.
Leave him!
Неуместное слоумо.
Реально неуместное. Клевый меч, чувак.
I cannot. Oh, source of life.
Free him! Damn it!
Так, стоять. Я же эту херню на арене убивал. Когда-то давным-давно. Это реально был тот же босс, что на арене в 5-й драке. Серьезно? Вы серьезно сейчас? Можно этой херней перестань за мной бегать? О, мои балбесы уже умерли. Ой, попал, молодец, красавчик. Паралич, сученыш. Не так много. Попал. Ух, какой. Только у него хп сейчас, по-моему, больше гораздо. Я из-за цветовой палитры не вижу ни хера. Серьезно? Я сейчас помру, конечно. Скорее всего. Я реально из-за цветовой палитры просто-напросто не вижу, когда он в меня швыряет эти штуки. Вот и все. Вот реально. Так, надо, походу... Что у меня хилки, а? Я очень давно хилками не пользовался. Так, я полетал, черт его. Сиди в параличе. Без переката как-то не очень весело, на самом деле, драться с этим параличем. Прям вот совсем не весело, я бы даже сказал. Потому что он весьма злой. Намного злее, чем та тварь, что была в финале арены. Прям реально намного злее. Задели бронировать. Блин, я начал даже зельями пользоваться, вы понимаете? Вот это хитбоксы, вы видели? И еще я в текстуре застрял. Классно! Чё ты так, да? И еще в параличе. Ничего не вижу, блин, вообще нахуй. Я сейчас дерусь не с боссом, я сейчас дерусь с окружающей средой, потому что я тупо ничего не вижу из этой пыли. Вот в натуре. Вот я реально ни хера не вижу. Вот эти вот его атаки вот. Очень смешно, Мия. Очень смешно. Прям обхохочешься просто. Скотина, чуть не попало. Даже лута никакого не дали. Чё за отстой?
Constantine! Wake up, please, I beg you! Hang on. We're bringing you home to get you healed.
Сколько я на него патронов потратил, а? У меня было что-то в районе 180, кажется, да? Сколько я на него патронов там потратил, а?
Three days have passed since we returned. I need to go to the palace to see if Constantine has finally awoken.
Ну, мы, конечно же, заглянем во дворец. Но не сегодня. Завтра я закончу прохождение уже полностью этой игры, я так надеюсь. Да. А пока что мы сделаем перерыв в 2,5 часа. И увидимся с вами на вечернем стриме. Не прощаюсь, говорю до свидания.